There is so much negative subconscious programming that goes on in society these days that for 99% of people, the only way for them to actually let go and have some relief is to take some kind of external stimulant that helps alleviate that conditioning just for a few hours. Hi again. I made a video recently for guys who are feeling lonely about what I would encourage them to do to get out and make new friends, associate with people. But what I wanted to do in today's video is go a bit deeper on why it's important to fully let go and bring your authentic self to the relationship, to the interaction, without the need for any of these stimulants. So let's get into it. You see, it's pretty common in Western society that the majority of people are in a needy emotional state, a kind of what's in it for me state. And for obvious reasons, this is a terrible frame to have. People can sense when you're just trying to take. So what I want to do instead is get you into a more of a what can I give kind of state of mind. You'll be a much happier person because of this, and you'll make other people around you feel good. It's a much better place to be coming from, and it's just, better all round. But the thing is, it's not even your fault or anyone's fault really that they do often have this controlling state of mind. And that's because if you just spend a couple of minutes scrolling on your phone, you'll actually see why running on this negative energy is the way the world works. Everyone is trying to control other people to a certain extent. The guy or girl posting pics every day on their social media, they're trying to make you jealous or they're hoping that it will impress you. The news is trying to make sure you live in fear of the next global catastrophe. And probably the worst of all is the government and big corporations that are trying to keep you in such a dumbed down state that you remain a good little worker that doesn't question any of this stuff. They want you to keep your mouth shut and do what they want you to do. Because, as I said at the beginning, for them, it's all about what's in it for me. Now, what's the opposite of this when a person's in a what can I give state of mind? It's the complete opposite of trying to control people. And what is the opposite of control? It's letting go. You are letting go of this societal programming that you've had, and you're becoming your authentic self, the person that you used to be before all the programming and conditioning. It's a really beautiful thing to see. Like if you think about a young child that hasn't yet created an identity, what's their behaviour like? There's no judgments, there's no racism, no worrying about what other people think. If they want to wear lipstick all over their face for fun, they'll do it. If they want to go out wearing pants on their head and socks on their hands, they'll do that. They'll just happily do it and not question it. If they hear music, they'll just start dancing wherever they're at. They don't care. They're not filtering how they look or what they say or what they do. They're just being real. They're being more real than me or you ever can because they haven't had all those layers of programming, of people saying, no, you can't do that. No, that's not acceptable. They haven't had all of that piled on top of them. So they allow themselves to be completely free and authentic. They're letting their light shine. And when we see that, it's a heartwarming, wonderful energy to be around, isn't it? So 99.99% of people are in this controlling state. And like I said, it's not their fault. We're all subject to it. We're all getting conditioned constantly by it. So it's very hard to resist. But occasionally you might meet this person who's in that 0.01% of people that hasn't been so influenced by it. Maybe because of good parenting. Maybe they've had really supportive friendship groups when they were growing up. Or maybe they just worked really hard at trying to strip away those layers to get back to their true self. And I can tell you, as someone who is in that latter category, it's a lot harder to unlearn. In fact, I'm not sure that you can ever really truly go back. But when you do put the work in to try and get back to that true, genuine self, there's a beautiful magic that starts to happen. You start to remember what it was like to just not care so much, to not put all this pressure on yourself to look and act the way you're supposed to. And how does that manifest itself on the outside? I think a great example of this is Russell Brand. He is somebody that just fully lives in his reality. He wears what he wants, he acts how he wants, he says what he wants, he's just constantly self-amusing. He's just a great example of letting your light shine and being fully real. I'm going to play you a clip here. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to watch how other people feel when they're around this energy.
Who are kind of a trickster. I mean, you do a lot of stuff, and I think sometimes people take you seriously. When
I'm a tricky little swine, Jim.
Indeed you are.
Because the old reality, don't take it too seriously. We can only see the tip of the iceberg. The senses are very limited. Most of reality is inaccessible to us. Like, imagine what's going on in space right now. Who knows?
Don't even say for the Queen. You
We're
can't.
gonna do an interview
Don't say for the Queen.
For the Queen!
No, don't say that, please. Absolutely. Stop dancing.
Face the change.
So what is your secret?
My secret is that I know that within you there is a limitless divine beauty, and within me as well. And if I connect with that, then we'll be okay. And you as well. And Chris, for God's sake.
Give it. He's good for everybody.
Everybody is beautiful.
Now, Russ, I'm nervous to ask this, but you did say at the start of the year that you were considering attempting celibacy. Is that something that you have continued with?
What time do you finish work? Someone is ovulating me here.
I want to talk to you about something sexually related.
How can I help?
Oh my goodness. It's not quite what I had in mind, but why not?
You know, it just hit me that from like the neck up, you look just like Jesus. From the rest, though, not even a little.
Well, the neck up was the best bit of Jesus.
I agree.
How are you going to arrive here? Because, you know, our border protection is pretty strict.
I'm going to arrive here wearing Johnny Depp's dead dogs as slippers. I'm going to say, I've killed these dogs in your honour, Jacoby.
Do you think of this stuff in the middle of the night and then save it?
I make it up in the
As
moment.
you go.
Incredible gift.
Fucking brilliant.
You see how other people feel good around it. He's in a state of letting go. He's not trying to take, he's not trying to control, he's just giving. And when people are around that, it makes other people feel good because it gives them permission to just let go themselves too. It's human nature to enjoy being around this energy. We're naturally drawn to it. We feel the authenticity. We want the genuine energy that isn't being filtered. We want to be around it. We want to be friends with that person. Everyone wants to be around fun, carefree passion. It's like a magnet. And yet, what is the general societal reaction to this in today's world with all these like woke people going on about like what are they doing? They're attacking comedy. You can't say anything right now without it coming across as offensive. They want you. They want to keep you in this controlling state. They don't want you to let your light shine. They don't want you to be authentic and just say what you want because they enjoy the feeling of getting triggered. It's like they're addicted to that feeling. And like I said, it's not necessarily their fault because we're all conditioned to feel this way, unfortunately. But I'm telling you guys, when you stop caring so much, the world becomes a much more fun place to be. By the way, if you've never seen the movie Office Space, I highly recommend that you check that movie out. It's about a guy who's kind of moping through life like a lot of people, and he gets hypnotized in the movie, and then he's just in this kind of constant state of release where the layers of the onion have been peeled away and he's just fully authentic and genuine. He's happier, he's in the moment, he's more attractive. It's a really great movie. I definitely recommend that you check it out. So if you are someone that is looking for love or you're looking for ways to make yourself become more attractive to other people so you can get the right people in your life, then practice letting go. Start working on self-acceptance. Start meditating. This allows you to be more present so that the mind is empty and you can be in a more of a flow state. Work on building your core confidence. I have other videos on this. Work on becoming one of those 0.01% of people, because when you do, you'll realise all those limiting beliefs that were holding you back stopped you from getting the things you really wanted in life. When you shine your authentic light, the right people will come into your life naturally. They'll want to be around you because it's such a lovely, nice, beautiful, alluring energy to be around. People love it. Like I said, it's like a magnet, and you'll develop some amazing relationships. You'll be completely more of a happier, joyful person, and it's a lot of hard work, and it's a never-ending process, I think. But the day to start is now. So make some, get some momentum with it. Start today. Start reading some good books that get you in the right path. Start caring less about what other people think. start eating the right foods and getting good nutrition in your body and good sleep, so that all helps to allow yourself to let go as well. There's so many different things you can do. I've got loads of videos on becoming this kind of person, and I highly recommend that you check those out too. And if this has helped in any way, then drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.